Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the I Gained the Weight Back series. I know last time we did a little bit of shopping, trying on some clothes, trying to get things that were in my size and adjusting to the fact that I have gained weight. If you're new to this series and this is your first time clicking on my channel, go and check out my first video after this one because it kind of gives you a bit of context about this whole journey I'm going on. Lots of you who've been following along have been enjoying me sharing as a woman who has a past of an eating disorder, body dysmorphia, really struggled throughout my 20s and into my 30s with my body image, my self-acceptance. I'm at a stage now where I just want to accept my body as it is, look after myself, take care of myself, and let go some of those negative feelings about my body and the diet culture that comes along with it. So today we're going to go through my wardrobe and I'm going to try some things on and be brutally honest with myself about the clothes that I'm holding on to that make me feel awful, that don't fit me, that I'm keeping because I think I should fit into this box or this size, and just be honest with you about how that makes me feel. I know this is going to be very triggering for me. I know that it's going to make me feel probably quite negatively about my body, but I want to kind of share this process to show you that you're not on your own. And if you are struggling with stuff like this, then there is always other people going through it too. And also there's always hope for the future. I know for me personally, I have gained so much confidence since starting this series with you all. Hearing your stories and hearing your thoughts and experiences has made a massive difference to me. So I'm going to get the stuff out from the wardrobe that I know that doesn't necessarily fit me, because your body is not made to fit clothes. Clothes are made to fit your body. So let's go. The first item of clothing is a pair of jeans that I've actually kept around for a long time. So these are Levi's 550s, and the reason I kept these, and I have a funny thing about these jeans, is because if you've been watching me for a while, there's literally a vlog where I go shopping. Kind of had a similar feeling around that time where I'd gained weight recently. I decided to go to the shops, buy clothes that actually fit me, and I would love to actually rewatch that video because I haven't watched it. I just remember making this video and I was trying to share me going shopping and buying clothes that actually fit me because I felt like I had gained weight recently and my clothes weren't fitting me anymore. The reasons that I did go shopping yesterday is because I have gained a bit of weight recently, and it's important when you do gain weight to accept your body, or if you lose weight, if you change weight basically, it's important to accept your body as it is and feel comfortable. And a lot of my clothes don't fit me because I have gained weight, and that makes me feel uncomfortable. I put the clothes on and I'm just like, oh, I don't feel myself. I end up wearing the same clothes over and over and over again, baggy clothes, just kind of leisure clothes. And I wanted some nice things that I actually really enjoyed wearing and that made me feel good. It's really difficult if you've suffered with any sort of eating issues or body image issues, which I really have in the past, to accept when you gain weight and to just live your life. And that's something that I'm trying to overcome constantly and work on, and I'm sure lots of you guys are too. So yeah, that's kind of the reason that I went out and got some things, to give me that kind of boost in confidence and accept my body as it is now, rather than trying to fit in clothes that fit me when I was a size smaller. And yeah, I just wanted to say that, just throw it out there, because it's something maybe in the past I felt too uncomfortable to talk about when I have fluctuated. And these jeans are probably my favourite purchase of the whole day, because they are Levi's vintage denim and they are so amazing. They fit me like a glove. They're super soft fabric because they are vintage, and they are so high-waisted. And so I've held on to these because in my mind I was thinking, okay, so these jeans were the jeans I bought for my bigger body, and now I don't fit them. And I guess I'm not taking into account that I was a lot younger, and that at that stage I was coming from a place where I was very slim. Yeah, we're just gonna put them on because I'm pretty much 99% sure they don't fit me, and I don't know why I've been hanging on to them. This is why I've not tried them on, because I knew the second that I did I would feel miserable, because the fact that these once fit me after gaining weight, oh gosh, these don't even get up to my waist. So these are high-waisted, they should go up to here, and like, look at that. So yeah, this is stressful for me to realise that I'm so much wider. Like, that's, oh my god, That's not even a small amount, that's like a lot. Like that's, how much is that? How many inches is that? It's huge, huge difference. Ah, dear. And this is when the thoughts of you shouldn't be the size you are, you should go back to this size, this size isn't as healthy as that size was. And I know that there will be people watching this who will believe that. And this series is not about my health. It's not about me saying that one size is healthier, because in my experience personally and anecdotally, that isn't true. When I was smaller, I think I was doing way more unhealthy things, being way more restrictive, and I had health problems. I remember when I lived in Brighton, when I first kind of delved into the whole no diet culture thing, I made a video about this as well, and I said I'm no longer going on any diets. I had done that for so long. After moving on from one eating disorder, I'd moved into another, and I was fed up with it. In Brighton, I think I had my first awakening of how harmful diet culture was and how I was just so done with it. I thought I got rid of it when I went vegan, but I realised I'd been kind of within this vegan world of diet culture for a long time. I think that when I stopped doing those extreme diets, my body freaked out. I ended up with really bad IBS, and I shared it at the time, and I was in bed every afternoon napping. I used to have stomach pains constantly. I went to the doctors, I went to a dietitian, they couldn't find anything wrong with me, and it was horrible. For 6 months, I ended up feeling like I couldn't eat anything because everything I ate upset my stomach and made me feel unwell, gave me, yeah, lots of bad symptoms like constipation, stomach cramps, feeling just unbelievably tired, such extreme fatigue, and it really impacted my life. And on paper, if you were to look at a photograph of me at that time, I looked what you would usually see in the media as fit and healthy, and I definitely wasn't. And when I started to gain a bit of weight, I definitely started to feel better. And I really don't think that your weight, personally, in my experience, represents your health. Obviously, I know what things make me feel good, and I don't necessarily think that shows itself up on the outside. I think as long as you're looking after yourself, then that's the thing that matters. And this is what I want to frame with these videos, is that the focus doesn't have to be your weight on a scale, nor does it have to be the way you look in the mirror. Your focus can instead just be how you feel, the things that you're doing that you know make you feel good. And if you focus on those things, you realise that your world has opened up to a whole host of positive relationships with exercise, with food, with your mental health, with your well-being, that don't involve how you look or how you appear on a scale. And I just think that's far more fulfilling to focus on, what exercise do I love? How do I love to start my day? What foods do I enjoy eating? Like, how much is friendship and family important to me in terms of how I feel? Those are the things that matter, and I think that that is representative of a healthy life, not whether I still fit into the jeans I fit into when I was 27 or 28 or whatever. Let's put on a pair of jeans that actually fit me and show you the difference between trying to squeeze into these and putting on these, which do up, and they have room. These are the shoes that I thought would be really great with them. So these shoes are from Vivea, who are kindly sponsoring today's video. It's lovely to be sponsored by a brand who I think champion comfort, feeling good about yourself, sustainability, all the things that I love. And yeah, these shoes are great. I'll show you a few others that I've got as well that I can pair with some of these outfits. These are some lovely ones with a cheetah on them. They're kind of like little mini loafers, and they have lots of different colours and prints. I just thought these were so fun because of the red, and I really do love red. It's a colour that I'm trying to embrace more, that I know suits me. So what do we think of this outfit? Let me know what you think about the top, whether it's the right sort of size. I actually feel it's very comfortable. It's a very soft material. I've had this for years, but I am very self-conscious about wearing things that are fitted to me. But let me know what you think. Should it be, I'm like still a millennial, so I want to tuck everything in, but does it look better like relaxed? Does it look better tucked in? Would it be cute with like a cardigan or a jacket on top? And I do quite like it with these little shoes because it brings out the red. These shoes are also so comfortable because they're made from Vivea's lovely woven fabric, and the insoles are super supportive. Feels like I'm wearing slippers. Vivea also kindly have a very big discount code just for this period of time around Black Friday. So if you're watching this video between now and the 3rd of December, you get 15% off with my code BFMadelle if you buy one pair 20% off if you buy 2 pairs, 25% off if you buy 3 pairs, and 30% off if you buy 4 pairs. So this is great if you want to team up with friends and family if they need some new shoes, or if you need a few new pairs for winter, then go check out the discount, because I literally pretty much exclusively wear secondhand shoes and Vivea shoes. They are just so comfortable. Most of my new shoes, well, pretty much all my new shoes are from Vivea, because there's just no other shoe brand that is this comfortable, and I'm in the area of my life where I want to be comfortable in my clothing sizes and also in my shoes. I feel like it just extends, not just from the sizing you're wearing, but like the shoes you're wearing. You want to be comfortable and confident. And when I wear shoes that hurt my feet, or heels that are uncomfortable, boots that are uncomfortable, I feel like I'm putting myself under this pressure to look good over feeling comfortable and feeling good about myself. So I really, really recommend their shoes for so much comfort and practicality. They have loads of different fun patterns and designs, which I recommend you go check out. I know that they've got a cat one and a bee one. They're just adorable. And I actually think that this top I'm gonna keep, because I do think it's comfortable, and I feel like it is quite a flexible one for someone who does change in my weight and fluctuate. This works if I'm smaller or if I'm bigger, because it's stretchy, which is good. Now I'm looking at it though, I do think it looks better on my body type to be untucked potentially, because otherwise it feels a bit cut off. I don't have much of a cinched in waist, I'm a bit straight up and down here. You're gonna notice a pattern that it's jeans and trousers, because I feel like those are the things that I definitely, I struggle with in terms of sizing, changing sizes. These are ones that I actually, again, I got, I think it was the same day. These are a lot bigger though, these actually fit me. Or maybe it was around the same time. These are more elastic. I'm trying to remember, maybe I'm misremembering when I got these. I definitely have been wearing them pretty much every winter for the last few years, but I have this winter specifically avoided putting them on. I haven't worn them all summer because I knew I'd gained weight and it was confrontational. So they do fit me, but you're gonna have to let me know what you think, because even this style of jeans, sometimes I wonder whether it's not the most flattering on me. But let me show you these shoes. So these are pretty revolutionary. These are slip-on Chelsea boots, and they actually are slip-on. So you don't have to use your hands to put them on. They're great if you are someone who just loves to rush out the door, if you have mobility issues, if you just want that added comfort, if you struggle to get down, if you're pregnant. These are great because they've got a hard back, kind of like a shoehorn built into the shoe. And they are a lovely design. I really love the square toe. I love that Vivea shoes also are made from recycled materials, and they are a sustainable brand. They're also weather repellent, so this time of year the water just slides right off these. And I did wear them the other day. Maybe I'll also insert that clip where I tried on another outfit with these shoes. Good evening, me and Alex are going out. I'm putting on my new Vivea boots. The cool thing about these boots is that you literally just step into them. I just tested it out because these are brand new, and I was like, this is what they're sold as, that you just can put them on, and they literally work. Like, I'm gonna have to show you a close-up of that. But these are excellent because Vivea are known for their comfort in their shoes. And obviously lots of people who are buying comfortable shoes may have mobility problems or problems with their feet. I know from lots of you who have said that you and your mum or your family members all buy Vivea for the comfort and the ease. So if you're someone who has mobility issues with getting down to your feet to put your shoes on, you need slip-on shoes, you need comfort, these are the one, and they look gorgeous. I hope you can see. I know that lots of you said that these trousers were too short, but I feel like this is a style that I do see a lot, where you wear ankle boots with cropped kind of bootleg, slightly flared trousers, and I really love the look. This kind of outfit, usually if I was to wear a pair of fitted trousers, I would wear a loose top, but because it's black, I was like, do you know what, Maddie, just embrace it. Because when I did that video the other day with you and I wore these trousers with a tank top, I watched it back and I was like, that's quite flattering. And just accept the fact that I'm curvy, I've got a butt, I've got a stomach, I've got boobs. Why am I trying to pretend that I don't by wearing a big baggy jumper? It makes way more sense for me to just embrace my figure and like the fact that I have curves and I'm tall. But I feel like I like this all black look. I think I need to just embrace, like I said, the way my body is now and not be afraid. I feel like sometimes when you have body insecurities, you have to like just remind yourself to just, I don't know, face the fear. It's like with any other anxiety, you need exposure therapy. So if you're anxious about your body type and showing off in public, do it in a way that's comfortable for you. Obviously, I'm not saying go in street naked down the down your road, or like get out in a bikini or anything, but like wear something that's a bit more revealing, a bit more fitted than you're maybe used to show off your current body and see how it makes you feel. See if it actually makes you feel sexy and confident. Because, you know, this for me is like, for some people they wouldn't even bat an eyelid, but for me this is kind of a bit, oh, like I would have had certain restrictions on myself, like from the side, the fact that I have a stomach and this is not flat, or I would be stood when I was out like this holding myself in. It's unrealistic, it's ridiculous. Let me show you the slip-on action though. I tried this the other day when I got them and I was like, what? I didn't actually think it would be real. I couldn't quite believe it. So you literally, I've never had shoes that do that, boots I mean. Usually it's only like doll shoes or flats that do that. Revolutionary, is that not so cool? Chelsea boots are usually the kind of boots that you have to like be yanking on, like the other shoes that I have, like this. You have to kind of sit down and get into it. So yeah, this kind of thing, I'm wondering, is this not the most flattering because there's a bit of ankle on show? Is that a bit like 2010s, or does it look nice? I envisaged these with the outfit I wore the other day, which was a bit more like ankle flary, but I had kind of boot cut trousers, which you'll see. Also, let me know what you think about this top. This is a top that makes me feel quite self-conscious because it's so fitted, I suppose, and that makes me feel like it's revealing, but also maybe that's something that I'm shying away from because I have this self-conscious feeling about showing my body off how it is, when in reality I really should just embrace the fact that this is my body and this is what it is, so why hide it? Because it's here. I can't change it just by wearing a loose top. If anything, sometimes that can not make me feel as happy and confident in myself. This is another item of clothing that was purchased at a time when I had gained weight, and I went shopping with my friend Cheryl in Paris, and we went to And Other Stories, and we were going to the south of France, and I stopped off via Paris on the way because were we getting a train? Yeah, I think so. And we went shopping, we went to And Other Stories. It does do up, it's quite fitted. I wanted a couple of bits because I honestly felt not the most confident about my body, and I actually tried on this dress, a blue dress and a floral dress that for the first time in a really long time in a changing room made me feel quite good about myself. I felt quite guilty about buying from a sort of fast fashion brand. I don't know if And Other Stories are fast fashion, but they're a high street brand that I'm not really certain on their sustainability. But it was one of those moments in my life where I was like, Maddie, you've like put so much pressure on yourself when it comes to sustainability. You haven't bought clothes recently that have made you feel good. Lots of the dresses you're wearing are like oversized baggy dresses. This is a selection of dresses that make you feel really confident, and that's important. And I think that that's something that's maybe left out of the conversation sometimes when it comes to sustainability or trying to do better with clothing. It can be a challenge shopping secondhand or vintage when you feel that way. I know that the other day when I did that video, there was definitely a lot of thoughts coming up in my mind when I was in the vintage shop that there were no sizes above a size 12. Most of the sizes in the shop were size 8 or 10, which made me feel quite crap about myself. With charity shops, sometimes it can be challenging. Like, obviously I opt for that always first. It's always my priority, which is why I went that way first. But I'm just trying to share this. If any of you have felt like this, if any of you are a size where you feel erased by sustainable brands or vintage clothes and you struggle, please don't beat yourself up about going to high street shops that make you feel confident and good about yourself and have clothes that fit you well. Go for it, because the responsibility does not lie on your shoulders. As long as you're shopping responsibly and you're not over consuming and you're doing it in a sensible way, buying timeless clothes, honestly, I'm not here to judge you. So yeah, this dress I got at that time, it's very fitted, so it always makes me feel a bit funny. I wore it in the summer at a hen do, and I did quite like it because I suppose the good thing is it does show off the bosoms, but it has this very kind of fitted stomach area, which is always the area that I feel self-conscious about. I have got these boots, but I feel like let's try these on because this could potentially be a way to wear it in winter, especially maybe if I put on a jumper with it. Let's see, let's try and style this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. When Vivea sent over the images of their new collection, I was so excited for these because they have a stretchy tall boot which is made from fabric, this ribbed fabric. It literally feels like you're wearing a massive sock, but it's a boot, And then the bottom part is a proper like hard boot. These are also water repellent. All the advertising for these were girls in the countryside, and I was like, well, that fits me perfectly. And I got them in brown because I do have a black pair of boots. Do you know what? I love that look. I love the little slit for autumn, winter, if you're going out in the evening, and then the high boots. I feel like even if these were, if you're like a bit shorter than me, they may go over your knees a bit more, which is very sexy. I like the brown contrasting with the black. But yeah, I have always felt self-conscious about this area of my body. I have always been a tall, slim woman, and that has ended up defining who I am for a lot of years. And it's why when I have children, if I have a daughter or a boy, to be honest, if I have a son as well, I will do the same. I won't ever comment on their body, whether they are small or large or tall or short. I mean, they're going to be tall, let's be honest. But I won't comment on their body, because the way you comment on children's bodies ends up being how they define themselves as they get older. And it can be very disorienting to have this image of yourself and then that image change. So even when I was slimmer, I used to have this self-conscious feeling because I've never really been someone with a in and out waist and hip ratio. And I've always been someone who has had this kind of little pooch down here, which is, by the way, just the shape of your body. If you're a woman who has this little sort of area at the bottom of your stomach, some women just have a stomach that shape. It can be the tilt of your uterus, it can be the length of your torso, it can be just where you store fat, and it isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with it just because we only see women with flat stomachs. Even on plus size women, often models who are plus size or plus size women that you see in the media, they still have flat stomachs, big hips, big boobs, and big bums and curvy thighs, that kind of thing. And there's kind of like an accepted version of a body type as you gain weight. I'm just talking from my point of view. I'm a straight-sized woman. I fit in the kind of realm of average sizes, so I don't experience what it is to be in a bigger body. However, I do have these insecurities that have kind of been pushed on me because I did grow up being on the slimmer scale when I was younger and being very tall. I always had this insecurity though, that I didn't have this flat stomach. Even though when I look back, I think you're insane. What the hell are you thinking? But I've always had this shape to my stomach. Even if I was very skinny, this has always been wider. My waist has never been smaller, and it's always given me a lot of insecurity. So I've never worn things that fit me here. Gone are those days though, because I actually think that this is lovely on me. I think that this shape is normal, and I often see this shape on women and I don't bat an eyelid because it just looks like they're a woman. Just like some women have flat stomachs, just like some women have round stomachs. Some women have this, I think it's called a B shape because it's flat here and then it has a very specific just after your belly button, it goes out. If you have this shape, you have that shape. Accept it, it's the way your stomach is. You're never gonna have the flat stomach that you see everywhere. If you have a flat stomach, you know, that's your shape and that's a genetic thing. So yeah, I'm just talking about my body because maybe it might help some of you with your bodies. Obviously I can't speak for everyone. I'm very mindful of that in these videos. Like when I'm talking about my body, I cannot speak for everybody. And if you don't relate, it's probably better that you find someone that you do relate to with a similar body or with a point of view that can understand you and be the most inclusive. I always try and be inclusive. So yeah, call me out if I'm not about anything. I'd love to improve always. What do we think about this dress? I kind of love it. But yeah, me seeing this, I feel like very much it's like my belly is on show. Makes me feel self-conscious, but I have to focus on the fact that I think actually as a dress, it's lovely on me. The length is great as a tall woman. I love the sleeves that are puffy. I think that's really nice on my sort of broader shoulders. I love this shape on my bust. I need to probably get a bit out of my comfort zone with wearing outfits that show off this area a bit more, to not be afraid of my stomach and to accept it and love it for what it is. You know, there's plenty of paintings of women who have stomachs and that was once considered beautiful. So just because women have been in this realm of the ideal image of beauty constantly changing doesn't mean that all of them aren't beautiful in different ways. I have personally lived through an era where it was all about heroin chic, and then it was about being extremely like muscular and fit with big toned butt. And then I've lived through the era of the Kardashians when it's very much this kind of extremely curvaceous but flat-waisted and stomached body, very petite. I mean, we've all lived through it. Wherever you were born, You have seen so many iterations of what beauty is on a woman and what is acceptable on a woman. Above all of that, we don't need to have measure on our appearance. It really upsets me that there's so much measure and weight on how we look, and we don't spend enough time thinking about what we bring to the world outside of our appearance. I know growing up that was such a focus in every form of media for women, for me, and I think it really, well, I do know it massively contributed to me developing an eating disorder, because there was so much focus on how I looked, how other women looked, and I measured so much of my worth on that and my weight. And that's terrifying. So let's try and break that, because gaining weight is not always a negative thing. Anyway, let me know what you think about these boots with this dress after my speech there. I really like it. I feel like, I don't know what my other cardigan is, so I feel like this is adorable if you were going to a cozy dinner, like a Sunday roast, or, you know, a date night, or just like out for the day if you wanted to dress up a little bit. I think this is really cute. Provides a bit of warmth. I love the boots with it. It makes it a little bit more casual, because this was a dress I kept in the wardrobe for winter for this reason. I kind of thought it's kind of just a little black dress that I can wear all year round, but I have been scared to put it on, to be honest. These boots though, honestly, I think I'm just going to be living in them. I'll also insert here a clip of me in London with a different outfit with these boots, because they worked really, really well. Good morning. This is my outfit of the day. I have got my vintage cardigan on that I bought for Taylor Swift that I absolutely love, and then my Naked Generation dress just because it's so comfy and autumnal, and then I've got my lovely, ignore my suitcase here with my socks. I've got my lovely Vivea boots, which is hard to show you because it's so dark, but yeah, they're really, really cute. They're kind of like sock boots that go to your knees, and they're really comfy, and I just love the way they look like this, because they're kind of understated, so you can't really, they're not like fully on display, but they cover your legs. Right, so here's the dress. You can't really see it because it's so dark again, but it's a lovely, I think they still sell this, because I walked past the Nobody's Child shop in Covent Garden, and I swear I saw this dress in the shop, or it's something very similar in this sort of style or material. It's like a cord velvety dress with buttons, and then it's got the nice little puff sleeves, very flattering, got the nice buttons. It's like Nobody's Child's classic shape that they do in lots of iterations with different sleeves or different patterns, a few different lengths. And I have this in a maroon colour as well, and they also have like a cotton one in navy with short sleeves, so it's really flattering, and I love this dress so much. So I've got it on with the same Vivea boots, and I'm going to head down. Got a bit of a subtle red lip on. These overalls are one I don't reach for often, mainly because I feel like they're too short for me, and also I have the same issue of them really clinging to my stomach. I just think they're the wrong size for me. They're too small for me. I bought them a long time ago. They're from Finisterre, and they're actually really great material. They're like denim but stretchy, very comfortable. I just don't think that this is a good look for me. I'm just going to slip on these boots again, so we have a full look. Look at that magic. So you can see the gap between my shoes and my legs. I feel like whenever I wear these, I want to wear them with kind of like boots if I'm gardening, and it's a bit impractical. They are quite short on me. They're a bit further up than the jeans were even. And then again, I've always been self-conscious of this, and then how like visible my bum is. And I just feel like these are meant to be a little bit baggier. They're just too small for me, and I've kept them. And I think that I should sell these, because one of you maybe they would be perfect for. If you're 5'5", and I'm not sure what size these are, but I'll put it in on Vinted. I'll basically sell, I'm gonna sell those trousers, those jeans, and I'm gonna sell these and anything else on my Vinted. I'll link it below, so you can follow me and see if I'm ever selling anything. But yeah, if you're 5'5" and you're a size 10 or 12, I feel like these would be perfect, but I'm not. I'm 6 foot and I'm not a size 10 or 12. So why am I keeping hold of this? I don't wear it. I've got so many pairs of dungarees, and these end up being ones that I sometimes put on to do the garden. I feel like they're way too short on me. It feels uncomfortable. When I'm filming, I'm a bit like, wow, my butt is out. This makes me feel, it's a no. These trousers I've had for a really long time. I'm gonna pop on this last pair. I don't think it really goes necessarily with this outfit, but but I want to show you them. I'm going to show you them at the end with a proper outfit, but these are penny loafers from Vivea. And when I saw these, I nearly jumped because I have been wanting to get penny loafers for so long because they're super uncomfortable. I used to own a pair and they tore my feet out. I couldn't wear them, so I donated them. But obviously, because these are Vivea, they've got the lovely heavy sole that you want from a shoe like this for winter. They've got the little penny to make them a penny loafer. And they're made from this lovely fabric. So it means they're super comfortable. The insoles, you can see all that padding on the inside, super comfortable. And they do feel like slippers. I literally saw a video this morning of a girl on TikTok saying, girlies, what loafers are we wearing that don't rip our heels up? And I commented, Vivea, because they don't. I would wear these with socks. I'm just going to show you them though, so I can show you these trousers. They give you a bit of height as well. I love the chunky loafer look. Like, I want to just buy some colourful socks and wear these with dresses all winter with cardigans because I think they're just so cute. These tops, again, I feel like, well, it's very see-through. It's kind of more of like a thermal, but I'm wondering also, is the reason it's so see-through because it's too small for me? So can you let me know, should I, like, because you can literally see my entire breasts. But I'm wondering if I should just, like, yeah, don't sell or probably donate these because they wouldn't really, I got them probably very cheaply. I probably should go to M&S. Maybe that'll be our next video. I need to go to M&S or go to a basic shop online. Maybe I need to buy some stuff from Booty. I love Booty. They're a really sustainable, lovely brand. And get some basics, some t-shirts, some long sleeve tops, some bras to make me feel confident in the size I am currently. These trousers though, these are quite old. They're from People Tree because they are not my size. They fit me like leggings when they're meant to be joggers. They're this like nice cotton material, but they're also a little bit short on me, so they're more like ankle length. And I tend to only wear these on dog walks because I just don't find them very flattering day to day. And I have to, when I'm walking, I have to constantly pull them up because they're not the right size for me because height wise they don't work. So yeah, let me know your favourite places to buy tulle clothing because this is something that I have not addressed for a long time. I in fact used to deny that I was 6 foot. I think it was last summer or winter, we had the measuring tape out and I said to Alex, could you just measure me a second? Because I'm curious if I'm still 5'11". He measured me and he was like, Maddie, you're legitimately 6 foot and like over 6 foot. And I was like, no. And he took a photo and I'm 6 foot. And I convinced myself since I was a teenager that I'm 5'11". Because I'm 5'11". I messaged my mum and I was like, oh my God, did you know that I'm 6 foot? And she said, yes. And I said, what do you mean, yes? And she said, well, you've always been 6 foot, but you didn't like being 6 foot. So you said you were 5'11". And I gaslit myself. Like, I'd legitimately gaslit myself for the last like 15 years that I'm shorter than I am because I didn't like the definition of being tall as a woman because I was so indoctrinated with this idea that as a woman you need to be petite and small and short, and being tall is masculine, it's not feminine, it's not the desired look in a woman, which is bullshit. It's complete rubbish. There are women of all shapes and sizes and heights, and being tall is a superpower. Being short is gorgeous as well. Like, there are so many reasons why we're told, I bet if you're a shorter woman, you have loads of insecurities about being short that have been pushed on you. I just hate it. And I'm now in the interest of celebrating my height, thinking of it as a strength, not a weakness. Yeah, just embracing and accepting who I am. So if you have something like that you've denied, maybe you're shorter, maybe you are curvy, maybe you have something that society doesn't like, that actually deep down you're a bit like, well, I don't know why I don't like it, I don't necessarily agree, then challenge that and try and embrace it. Do you know what, I wanted to finish with an outfit that did make me feel good because I was trying to think of like autumn winter styling. Shout out to Linen Fox. I've had this dress for a really long time. This was one that I got in 2020. I went through a period of time where I was really miserable, and this was an example of me gaining weight because I was unhappy, which can happen as well. You can lose weight because you're unhappy, you can gain weight because you're unhappy. Me personally, I gained a lot of weight when I was feeling really down and awful about myself, and I got a load of lovely clothes from Linen Fox. They have stayed in my wardrobe since because they are so timeless and they're so comfortable. Their whole style is slightly loose, very like vintage inspired. And this is made from a gorgeous linen material that is a classic shade. I wear it so much. I think I would like to get one in a different colour probably, because I wear this one so much, but I love it. And I wanted to just style this top as well, because this was one I was unsure of. I was like, is this flattering, unflattering? I know I've been self-conscious for a while about turtlenecks, because I always have this idea that they give me a double chin because it's all the way up to here. Nonsense. Let's forget that, girlies. That is nonsense. But I also wanted to style my new loafers. I saw a photo on Pinterest. Maybe I'll insert it here. I've said this in my recent video that I've been absolutely loving Pinterest for styling. I'd really recommend that you use Pinterest. I need to get better at this, to be honest, because I do find it hard. And pin images. I saw a girl basically mention this on TikTok where she said, I was wondering why I wasn't feeling good in my outfits when I was trying on stuff that I was seeing on Pinterest. And she said it's because she was pinning girls who weren't the same size as her or shape as her. So she said that the way she has switched it now to make herself feel better is she started to pin women in outfits that are the same size as her, so that she can understand how clothes will look on her body and not have this kind of weird reaction when she puts clothes on and it doesn't look like the photo. And as soon as she said that, I was like, oh my God, I've had that experience so many times when I've tried on an outfit that I see on a very petite woman on Pinterest, and I look at it and I think, well, this just doesn't look very nice, or it doesn't look very flattering, or it just doesn't work. And I would love to know if you have any of your favourite creators who aren't petite, who are more straight-sized, who are tall. Hit me up, let me know. I'd love to follow them. I'd love to find them on Pinterest. I'd love to start pinning some more outfits on women who are, you know, who have a different body shape than what you're used to seeing online. But yeah, I did see this photo and I thought it was cute because I've got my red coat in the last video. She does definitely have a grey skirt on. I'd like to get one maybe from a charity shop because I don't really have any skirts. But I did really love the red coat with the turtleneck poking out the top, and then the skirt below it with loafers. Hopefully you can see my feet. Let me know what you think about the length of this skirt versus the length of the coat. I feel like that's where the difference is. I think her coat is longer, so it's a similar length. Her skirt's just poking through. I think this is quite a different length, so I think that this would look better with tights and a skirt that's a similar length to the coat, or I might try a coat that is a bit longer so it fits in better, but you get the vision. I just love this look of loafers with white socks or red socks or just cute socks. It looks very like schoolgirl, very gossip girl, just very cute. I've always kind of loved this sort of style, and I think it would look adorable if you had your hair pinned back with a bow. But I'm going to try on a different coat just to get the vision. Here it is with a different coat. I think this looks very cute. I think this is like a good example of the lengths working a lot better, and also working to my strength with my height. I think long coats, long dresses, they look good. Kind of like that black dress earlier did flatter me because of the style of it, and I really like this with the little loafers, especially this time of year when it's not actually that cold yet. You can have your legs out. Sometimes having a coat on is practical because it's raining, but it can be a bit hot, so having your legs out works quite well. And I think this would look really great with tights as well. I love these loafers. I actually think they're going to be my most worn shoe this winter. Though I say that, I actually feel like the brown boots and also the Chelsea boots, because I've already worn the brown boots twice and the Chelsea boots once, and I only got these shoes like a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I've already just worn them so much, and I've worn these once, so got very good use out of them. So I need to tidy up this mess behind me now, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll leave a link to all the Vivea shoes I featured. Thank you again to them for partnering with me on this video. I love that they can support this series and help empower all of you too. I feel like shoes are a part of it, you know? They can make you feel very comfortable in your outfits, and I just absolutely love Vivea shoes. It makes a massive difference for me to feel comfy when I'm dressing up. And you can take advantage of their discount code between now and the 3rd of December. If you use BF Madeleine, then you get those lovely discounts on buying 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of shoes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you'd love to see next in this series. I'm thinking of going bra shopping, and also maybe I need to do an updated kind of like what I eat in a week, where I share like me eating everything I want to empower those of you who are struggling with food, because I know it can be really difficult with all the noise on social media of people following extreme diets or sharing what I eat in a day that are very restrictive. I want to help those of you who are really trying to undo that and just have some more food freedom, so we'll do that together. Let me know what you're going through at the minute. We're all here as a community. The thing I've loved the most about these videos is how many people are commenting and sharing their experiences, because I really just think it helps all of us, to be honest, to know that we're not alone in this. We're gonna get rid of the stuff in my wardrobe that just hasn't fit me for a while and I've forced myself to keep or wear, continuing to not fit me. And we're going to move forwards with clothes that do. So with all that said, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for future episodes. I'm going to try and do one a month at least, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.